Welcome to Messybun Sisters Podcast. Okay, I'm Alyssa.
I'm Lauren.
And this is episode
I am 16 going on 17.
You really are in a good mood. When Lauren's in a good mood, she sings all the time. You think she sings all the time now.
We are 16 going on 17. We know that we're naive.
Fellas I meet, they tell me I'm sweet and
willingly
I...
Okay. I cannot wait for Mary Poppins. Even though that wasn't Mary Poppins. It was Julie Andrews.
Stick around. Oh, yeah.
Stick around?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
You know, fun fact. No, I don't think a lot of people know this, but the Sound of Music. Okay, the song in The Sound of Music.
Which one?
Called Something Good.
Yeah. Y'all, yeah.
That was Trent and I's first dance. However, it was sung by our favorite, writer, actor, comedian, singer, Seth MacFarlane. And David, your husband, had no idea that Seth MacFarlane could sing.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
Which is wild.
Yeah, but he's really great.
Welcome to episode 16, everybody.
This is it. We made it.
This is the end.
No, we did it. Like how I was saying last week. Like every time we're like, "Yep, we did it."
Yeah, we're 16. We can get a driver's license now.
Oh my god.
We should talk about what each age we can do
for each episode.
Yeah, but once we turn 21, it's all downhill. There's something really fun after 21.
I'm fun.
But
27.
There's something fun to look forward to until you're 55 and you're like a senior citizen.
What about 30?
But what can you do when you're 30 that you can't?
Oh, there's not oh, we can do this or oh, we can do that. Yeah.
It's we'll 55. Now I get my AARP card.
Interesting.
Anyway,
time for
review of the week. Yeah. Did you burp?
Yeah, burp. Okay, this review comes from the lovely Lisa Cardenas.
Ooh.
She says, I love that y'all are so young and have a skincare regimen that is clearly working for you both. This is the best podcast ever. I learn something new about you every week. Love you both.
Yay. Thanks,
love
Lisa.
You too.
What was I going to say?
What did this week we're talking about.
Last week we were talking about our skincare regimen.
Oh, and she said it's working for us.
Yeah.
Even though your husband told you were wearing too much blush just right now. Blush?
Okay. Also, it's funny because I asked for my birthday, for, was it not wrinkle cream?
Anti-aging?
No, I asked for SPF for my face, Glossier makes it.
Ooh, you know which one I want?
What?
It's the Fitish brand. It's Jenna Owens that does Kid Craddock in the Morning. She came out with the brand. Anyways, no, it's supposed to be really cool. She does a setting spray. Setting spray. And she does a cool down spray that you're supposed to do after you work out or whatever. That's why it's Fitish. But it has CBD oil in it.
Ooh.
So it's supposed to really
CBD.
help. Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to really help what?
Calm down. If you have redness or puffiness, you just spray it on. It's called Cool Down. I want to try it. I asked for that for my birthday.
Well, anyway, your birthday's really old.
I know. I asked for it for my birthday and I still haven't gotten it.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was saying that I asked for SPF spray from Glossier to protect my skin from or anti-aging. And one of our aunts was like, why do you need to anti-age? I'm preventative for the future.
Well, also we had a little jingle mingle at work, which I ended up not going, but they did Botox and I was one of the girls was doing it and I was you don't even have wrinkles. I don't see any wrinkles. And she's Botox can be preventative too.
It also helps for headaches.
Yeah. Migraines or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's expensive.
Yeah. Anyway, that was last week.
This week.
What are we since we're about, winding down 2018, I thought it would be fun to talk about our favorite shows.
We're reviewing of the shows.
Yeah, we're gonna we're reviewing our favorite shows of 2018, what we watched, what we liked, what we didn't like, and we both have our own lists.
I have to say this before we continue on.
Okay.
Yes, I'm wearing pajamas.
Yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube.
Yes, I'm wearing pajamas. David told me that I couldn't, and I'm doing it in rebellion because they're comfortable.
Not
no,
rebellion.
I'm not rebelling.
Don't
I'm
say
rebelling.
rebel.
You're doing rebelling against my husband, my spiritual authority. But
also, what was so funny the other day is, Alyssa, you're gonna get mad at me.
What?
Is our dad said something to Alyssa?
Lauren, no, seriously, stop.
Okay. It was so
stop.
funny,
Okay,
though.
but anyways, I'm not a rebellious person. I'm not. I'm really not. I try to respect my authority. Things are just, it's not funny. Anyways, so I'm wearing these pajamas because they're comfortable, and that's why I have them on. Now I'm embarrassed and I don't want to go on. Okay, so back to our TV shows.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just so funny to me. Okay, so we haven't looked at.
I didn't put mine in order. I just was thinking about them. Hey, you said it was a surprise.
Okay, so but we have some of the same ones that we watched. Why are you putting it on low? Just so I can't see?
Yeah. Okay, go.
So I think that, do you want to go through yours and then I'll go through mine to see if we have the same ones up?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. Number 1.
Yeah.
Friends. We just keep Friends on all day, every day. Literally we get home, we just put Friends on. If there's nothing else that we watch, you just put Friends on. And it was funny because Drea was telling us, our friend Drea was telling us,
who was Drea on the podcast?
Yeah, y'all know Drea.
Number 13.
That she was telling us how one of the babies she nannies, he goes to sleep watching, or she used to nanny, he goes to sleep watching Friends. I'm like, that is so Liam. I remember we watched it all the time when I was pregnant. And I remember bringing him home and he kind of looked a little bit at the TV whenever Friends was on.
No, we didn't.
Listened. No, I mean, it's not. I'm
maybe he.
I'm just thinking, but I'm well, I wonder if he really does recognize their voices and knows their voices.
That would be weird.
I know, but it could happen.
Yeah,
could be because that's all he heard when he was in the womb.
And your voice
and David's.
But Friends isn't a 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear him crying.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Oh, is it supposed to be from 2018?
Yeah.
I thought it's just. Well, I thought it was just TV shows of all time.
No. It's okay.
Okay, the rest of them are pretty. Actually, another one is Scandal, and that one kind of ended last year. Yeah.
Alyssa and I have very different taste in TV.
Say very.
Okay, listen. Did you watch all of what season is Scandal on?
Scandal's over.
Yeah, but
I watched all of them.
What season did it end on?
I don't know.
Okay, so I ended season 2 because it was so Oh, there's Nesso. It was so repetitive and it didn't make sense, and it was just
yeah.
But Alyssa loved that show. I love
Scandal, and I also watched How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah,
and it's the same. It's the same kind of thing where she's a lawyer, or she teaches law school.
Well, talk about Scandal first. Why did you like Scandal?
I really don't know. I like shows sometimes. Very, just very few shows that. Well, actually, I guess half of them, where it's it's a good plot and
right.
Even though it's dumb, I have to finish it. I have to know what's gonna happen. Even I feel that way with The Bachelor sometimes. I really like The Bachelor.
I hate The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Who's gonna win? I'll fast forward it to the end just to see the rose ceremony because I want to see who gets through and who leaves.
Do you like the new Bachelor that's coming on? Why?
He seems fake to me. He seems like he played the Bachelor franchise, just to become The Bachelor.
So the last time I watched The Bachelor was Trista? That
was a long time ago.
And they're the only ones who are together, right?
They're not the only ones, but they're
the last
OG
ones.
that are together.
All I'm saying is that that's when I started watching The Bachelor, and then I watched that episode, and the next season I watched, and I was like, I hate this show.
I love it.
I don't.
I just love
I don't
trash
get
TV
it.
sometimes.
I mean,
okay.
None of mine are trash TV.
Next on my list,
okay,
is Bake Off.
Okay, that's on my list too.
Yeah.
Is that trash TV? No.
No, because you learn a lot. You guys, the Great British Baking Show is the best.
AKA British Bake Off.
Yeah.
For our friends listening in the UK.
But here in Netflix, it's the Great British Baking Show, and Paul Hollywood is the best.
He's like
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, like you love him and then you hate him. So we watched the Great American Baking Show. It's like on ABC, but it's just for the holidays. And he like tries to like mean mug everybody and look at everybody. And this girl was like, "Oh my God, you're Paul Hollywood." And he was like, "I'm just a big bear. Come give me a hug." And I was
that
like,
was not a British accent at
how did it
all.
sound?
I'm just a big bear.
That's how he sounds.
Yeah, but I sounded better.
No,
than you did.
I'm just a big bear. Come give me a hug.
You sound like you're like, it's not like, it's that Cockney.
Yeah. Isn't he from Liverpool or something?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about the UK.
I'm just a big bear.
Okay, I mean, I love British Bake Off. Everyone is like rooting for each other.
Yeah.
They are all, I mean, it's a competition.
I really like the guy that won last season.
I love Raul.
Oh my gosh. You just spoiled it for everybody.
Oh, whoops.
Wow.
I loved him.
Wow.
Though.
Okay.
Sorry. There's like a Great British Baking Show Masterclass, Great British Baking Show The Beginnings. There's season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Netflix.
Seen them all.
Yeah.
And then I started watching the Holiday Baking Show. That's like an American show. And they win $50,000.
That's the thing about British Bake Off is you don't win money. Like it's just literally to be like the best baker in Britain. And like these people, like they get on the show. I don't know. I like it because it's like there's no real incentive money wise.
It's just like you get the
people
exposure.
who love to bake, you know?
Yeah, but then they get the exposure and then they get other like opportunities after that.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I feel like they're all rooting for each other. I feel like they all like take care of you, like all the contestants.
Yeah, like when Dan left and they all wore Hawaiian shirts after.
Yeah, you guys, you have to watch it. If you don't like shows like that,
then we're not friends.
Your
with
loss. All right, what's next?
Next is Westworld.
Oh,
that's
on my list too.
See, and that's just like good quality TV though. It's like better than a movie.
What do you like about Westworld the most?
I like that sci-fi part of it where it's like end of the world type thing.
I think what I like about it is that it could happen. It could. Like,
are you a host?
I'm a host. It doesn't look like anything to me. Like you fast forward like 100 years and that could be where we are, you know?
Very true.
Like rewind like 1918.
That's probably what's happening in an alternate universe.
So I heard on a podcast the other day that Google, I have to look this up to see it accurate, but apparently like Google said that AI is starting to learn quicker than they anticipated.
Dun, dun.
That's all I'm saying. So I think I like Westworld because it's something that
could really happen. Yeah.
Could really happen in the future. And it's like kind of scary, but the story is really good. Yeah. And I like shows.
And the acting and the like the editing.
Anthony
and all that
Hopkins
stuff.
is in this freaking show and it's so good.
I like it.
Yeah.
We used to like watch it every Sunday and then y'all left us.
No, we used to watch Game of Thrones.
Wait, what did we watch? When did we watch Westworld? We watched Westworld.
Yeah, we did watch Westworld too.
Okay, Game of Thrones is on mine too.
Yeah, on yours. Mine too. Okay, so
Game of Thrones is like number one. Just begun. That should be first. Oops.
Oh. Okay, here's okay. Here's a preview just for those of y'all who know what we're going to be doing with this podcast. Yeah. When Game of Thrones comes out in April, drumroll, we are going to do a maybe live, not sure, but we're gonna all podcasts are gonna like regular programming is gonna stop, and we're just gonna talk about that episode of Game of Thrones from the night before. And we're going to potentially do it with some of Alyssa's aunt-in-laws.
Aunt-in-laws, yeah. That are sisters.
Yeah,
so.
that are also sisters. So, and they're obsessed with Game of Thrones too.
Yeah, and we used to do that whenever Lauren left. We would all get together and watch Game of Thrones. And then after we would like sit around, drink wine and like eat cheese and be like, oh my gosh. And then I think this is going to happen. And I can't believe that happened. And so it'll be fun to just do it on mics.
Okay. The other day we have a group text with my friend Joyce and her cousin Priscilla and her husband.
Oh my gosh.
And so we were talking about like our theories or whatever. And they think that Tyrion's going to sell out Jon Snow. And I think that Sansa's going to be the one that turns evil. I said she has a spirit of Cersei.
Cersei.
And then,
well, why are you giving this away? These are theories for the next.
Someone said, my theory is someone's going to get naked and someone else is going to die.
Yep, that's Game of Thrones.
I know. Honestly, okay.
We can't dive too deep into Game of Thrones right now. We're talking about
but we have
TV.
to talk about like why we like. Well, okay, we've been obsessed with Game of Thrones since like
the beginning.
No,
actually, I probably started
reading the books.
2.
I started reading the books to get like more in depth in it. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of storylines. And each like plot line is just so good. Yeah. If you can get to, and I've seen like the first 2 seasons have like a lot of sex in it. If you can get past that,
like the nudity,
and get to like season 3, I mean, there's still like nudity and stuff, but you can just go for it. It sucks you in. It's so good. And then you start to develop like these theories and I don't know. It's just so.
And you're like, are you a Stark or a Lannister?
No, this isn't
Harry Potter.
No.
Okay. Number 4. Is it number 4? I don't know. This Is Us. Yeah, Lauren doesn't like it.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, because every episode I watch, I cry. Every single episode.
We talked about this last night.
Yeah.
I don't like shows where the purpose of it is to make you cry.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fake.
It's just good. It's just good. Like it's a good cry. It's a good feel.
Is it though? Like, I feel like a lot of people just get sad. I don't want to be sad.
But it's like a happy sad sometimes.
Sometimes. Is it a sad?
Good.
No.
It's just if y'all are This Is Us people, comment below and let Lauren know how good it is.
And everyone's gonna say like, do you have to watch it? It's so good. But I don't want to watch something that's gonna make me cry.
Maybe it won't make you cry. Maybe you're not in touch with your emotions. Like I am.
I'm pretty in touch with my emotions.
You are. You're a very emotional person.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I think it's good. I like the acting. I like the storylines. I mean, it's dramatic. Like it's a drama.
Yeah.
But it's one of those shows that I need to know what's happening.
I don't have dramas on.
Like the first season, like you need to know like how he died. The second season, you need to know like
you just gave it away.
I didn't give anything away.
I had never seen the show and I didn't know anyone died.
You find out in the first episode that someone's dying or dead. Anyways, like they give you like these like you need to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
they give you the cliffhangers. Yeah,
Parenthood was kind of like that.
I watched all of Parenthood when I was on bed rest.
Yeah,
no, when I was on maternity leave. One of the two.
Are you?
I watched it all. I watched every single episode, all of it, and I cried.
Parenthood is good,
like a lot.
But Parenthood was also like a comedy. You know,
there's some comedic relief in This Is Us. Mm-hmm. Okay, next. I already said how to get away with murder.
How to get away with
Number 8, Silicon Valley.
Yes, I am on board with Silicon Valley.
That's a comedy that we like.
And it comes on like right after Game of Thrones.
So then we would like be like so into Game of Thrones and like all the drama and then murder.
Like, and then the what's it called to come on?
Silicon Valley. Oh, the after episode.
Yeah, we watch the after episode. And then it's like, haha, Silicon Valley. Okay, so I love Silicon Valley.
Silicon
because I used to be like in the tech world.
See, like that stuff I don't get, but I still think it's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, you know, those guys, you know, like
yeah, you
I
walk
know,
through Rackspace and you're
like you're this guy, and it's just so funny to me. They even mentioned Rackspace one time on Silicon Valley. Yeah. They were like, Rackspace won't take us. I was like, I'll take you. They also mentioned Zillow on Silicon Valley too. So 2 companies that I've worked for.
Maybe you should go work for Pied Piper.
Maybe. But it's, if you like just, I don't know. It's
like if you know IT.
That's not even that. It's like, it's a comedy. It's very smart.
Yeah.
It's very, it's goofy. It's like a goofy comedy, but it also has like really good plots and it has good characters. And
yeah. And you're like, why did you do that? Like, you idiot kind of thing. And then you're like,
but it's goofy.
Watch next episode.
It's goofy. It's a goofy show.
Which it's funny because David hates like the cringy, like he can't watch The Office because he thinks Michael Scott is like so cringe.
Oh, I love The Office.
I know. I'm going to get like so much hate for that, but it's not me. It's David. Like, I like The Office. But anyways, so like, I'm surprised that he likes Silicon Valley because Richard is like the cringiest person
character
ever. Yeah. But David likes Silicon Valley.
But why doesn't he like Michael Scott? I'm so confused.
I don't know. He just doesn't like his comedy. Like, he just think he's cringe. Like, it's a cringy.
I love
cringy
him.
comedy.
It's so funny.
I think it's hilarious, but I don't know. Can't get David to watch it. Next is The Good Place. Have you seen it?
I've never seen an episode of The Good Place.
It is so funny. It is so good. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because like as a Christian, like you do know like there's heaven and hell. And so it's like the good place and the bad place. And then they just like kind of make fun of it, I guess. So I feel kind of bad sometimes, but I'm like, I know, like
you're convicted. Maybe you shouldn't watch it.
Oh my God. But it's just really funny. Like it's just a good like
Kristen Bell, Ted Danson. Yeah,
they're hilarious. And it's just, you have to watch it. I was about to give something like really big away, but
ooh, don't do that.
I'm not going to.
I'm not going to watch it though.
Watch it. I'll tell you about it later then. I'll tell you what happens later. You just said that you like those actors. Why wouldn't you want to watch it?
The thing is like those kind of TV shows, like you like Schitt's Creek and what's the other one? The Good Place.
I love Schitt's Creek. I forgot to put that on there.
I know, but like you like those kind of shows, like those shows, like
shit is not like the cuss word shit. It's it's SCHITT apostrophe S.
Yeah. Like you like those kind of shows. Those shows don't appeal to me. You know what I mean? Like Jane the Virgin. Like
I love Jane the Virgin.
I know. Like I just don't.
I don't
like
have
those
these
shows.
on my list. Oh my God.
But like I just don't like. I can't sit down and watch those shows. Like I started watching Jane the Virgin. I was like, this is dumb.
Like what? Okay, so let me just give you my last one, and then you have to tell me why you don't like those kind of shows.
Okay.
My last one is The Handmaid's Tale.
That's also on my list.
Oh, okay. Tell me why you don't like those kind of shows. And then we can talk about The Handmaid's Tale because it's so good.
I don't feel that it's worth my time. Like, I think that it's like, okay, like, you know, they're goofing around and like their life is funny, but it's like, it doesn't appeal to me. Like, I don't feel like spending my... Okay,
sorry,
yawning.
You don't appeal to me.
God,
I'm tired. I'm in my pajamas.
I can't wait to make that the thumbnail.
Oh my God.
You're like, ah. Oh my God. Anyway, I want to spend my TV time like invested in shows that are interesting. Like,
I mean, honestly, we shouldn't invest our time in TV anyways.
But I mean, investing like in me time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like TV time is me time.
Okay.
You know, in shows that are like really interesting to me.
Okay, go on. Tell your list.
Handmaid's Tale. Let's talk about Handmaid's Tale.
Ooh, that's also like end of the world that could happen type thing too.
Nesto's breaking. Shh. Yes, Handmaid's Tale. Nesto. Good boy.
It's like it could happen in the future.
And it's Ernesto. Handmaid's Tale. Okay, if those of you who have never watched Handmaid's Tale or have no idea what it is a Hulu original, so you have to have Hulu. I think.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about Handmaid's Tale is it takes place like probably in 2030, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and it's basically like, I guess you can say this, like a lot of the population, the women population has become barren.
Yeah.
So the human race is like in crisis because a lot of women can't have babies.
Yeah.
And the women that can, they basically think that it's like a crime against God. And so these people
over religious people,
like a coup happens. And so these people take over America and basically entrap all these women who have had babies before.
Yeah.
And use them to make babies for the elite.
Yeah.
But it gets pretty crazy. Like
it's really dark.
It's really, you have to be in a specific like mindset in order to watch it. Our friend Carol Ann, she's like, I can't, like sometimes she just can't.
You can't watch it. Because there's some parts that it's just like, ugh, like
it's just like bad. It's hard, but I think it's
like you have to watch like The Good Place after.
Or like Silicon Valley, like that's what HBO does that. You know? Okay, so next on my list that wasn't on your list was Stranger Things.
I like Stranger Things.
But why wasn't it on your list?
Because I don't love Stranger Things.
I love Stranger Things. I think maybe the reason why. Okay, I feel like a lot of this on my list were all like, the majority of my list is always like sci-fi-y stuff.
Okay.
So Stranger Things is obviously sci-fi.
It's like very sci-fi.
I've never run into anybody who's never seen Stranger Things.
That's true.
So it's very nostalgic. It's like from the 80s. Obviously, I was born in the 80s, so I don't have like a lot of memory from it. Right. But it's about these group of kids that get into some mischief.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I like Stranger Things. Next is a new show that Alyssa watched with me too.
Oh yeah, I did like this show.
And it was crazy.
It was,
guys.
It like messed with your mind, but also like I wish they would have ended it differently.
Okay, we can't talk about that. We can talk about that later.
I know.
I'm curious why or like what you want to do. But this show is called Maniac. It's a Netflix original. It has Jonah Hill.
Show, yeah.
Jonah Hill and
Emma Stone.
They're the main characters. Jason Theroux's in it. The chick from oh my gosh, what's her name? But she's so good. She was in Crazy Rich Asians.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, but she.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just Sally Field's in it too.
Oh yeah,
it's such a good show. So it like takes place in it's like 2018, but an alternate universe essentially. So it takes place in like New York City. Don't give too much. I'm not. Okay. Like takes place in New York City, but like an alternate universe, and basically they're trying to cure people with mental illness.
Yeah,
but it just gets wild, guys. It gets so good. And then after
I think like if you don't like sci-fi things, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah. So me and Alyssa and David and Trent like sat down and we're like, oh, let's just watch one episode, see what happens. We ended up watching like 4 at a time. But at that time it was like 11:30 and we had to leave because Alyssa has a bedtime.
That's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Anyways.
Calm down. So I only have 1, 2, 3 that weren't on your list.
Okay.
Queer Eye.
Love Queer Eye.
Is like my
so good.
One of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
So I remember Queer Eye for the straight guy, like back in the early 2000s whenever it came out, and I loved it too.
Yeah, we watched it a lot then too.
Yeah. It's just really like a good show. It's like a makeover show. If you guys like don't know, there's one guy that deals with like hair and like beauty. One guy deals with culture. One guy deals with like redoing
food. The renovation.
One guy deals food, and then fashion. So
Tan
France,
Tanny.
Like I've become obsessed with them. Like
okay, Jonathan Van Ness. Like I love to hate him. Like I hate to love him.
Why? I love him.
Like,
I'll 100%.
You just like love him.
I like
followed
love
him
him
on Instagram, and I was like,
You stopped?
And back to like, yeah.
Why?
Just because he was like posting like political stuff. And I was like,
He was?
yes.
Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own voice.
Yep. But I do love him.
I love him.
I love him and then I hate him. And then I love him. And then I'm like, you're annoying.
He's
good.
not. No, I like listen to his podcast.
First, I was like, you are so annoying. Like, you're way too much.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want to be your best friend.
And now you like don't care.
Now I'm like, yeah, neutral. But I think if I watch the show again, I'd be like, I love him.
I want to be his best friend. Yeah. I love Jonathan.
Yeah, but y'all are the same level. Point exactly.
Okay. Anyway, so what's really great about this show is that it really like they invest so much. I feel like of their time, obviously, and like they like care about
they're getting paid.
Yeah, but they care about the people that and they just share a lot of their experience. It's just really good. I would watch season 2 to start. Honestly,
season 2, episode 1
is the best. Of Queer Eye. I cried too. Like. Cried. Okay. Second to last is The Crown.
Nope. Not into it.
Why don't you like? Okay. Listen. Why
I don't like that. I don't like Downton Abbey. Like snooze fest.
Why?
It just is boring to me.
Because you're not classy.
Okay. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, you like The Bachelor.
I just chugged my plastic wine. Chugged my wine out of a plastic glass. So
okay,
yeah,
I'm
classy.
obsessed.
And you're so classy.
I'm obsessed with the royal family.
Yeah,
it's
that's
basically
why I'm like, meh.
Well, it's interesting. Also because I really like conspiracy theories too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of conspiracy theories that surround the royal family. And, Queen Elizabeth wasn't even meant to be queen because...
Okay, you're going to go into it and I'm going to fall asleep.
Okay, Queen Elizabeth wasn't meant to be queen. Actually, her uncle abdicated, who was the Prince of Wales, and then her dad took over. And I'm just saying, like, so it follows, like, her story about, her being 25 years old.
That's crazy.
Becoming queen of a cult, like, what is it called?
Great Britain.
No. It's like the Commonwealth, which is like Australia and Jamaica and like obviously, maybe not Jamaica, but like maybe I can't remember, but it's like a whole group of like countries and like how she like handled that as a 25-year-old newly married, Yeah. Can you imagine like now you're like queen of the world basically?
No.
Yeah. See, it's
I
wild.
I want to be in my pajamas doing a podcast with my sister.
See, so that's why it's just very interesting and how we were talking about this last night. Is because they're sisters, right? Like Queen Elizabeth and then her sister. And then they started treating the older sister, Queen Elizabeth, differently because she was the queen. And then you could see like her sister getting like jealous and then being rebellious or whatever. Like think about now how Harry and what's his name? William. How they're like brothers and they've been treated the same forever. And now they're prepping William to be king. So they're starting to treat him different, so can you imagine? That's
weird.
Like all of a sudden like people are just like treating me different, I don't know, it's a really interesting mockumentary, I guess.
All right, I don't really care that much.
I love it. Last show on my list.
Oh yeah,
Orange is the New Black. Did you watch Orange is the New Black? I think they canceled it.
5 seasons of it and then
you didn't watch this last one?
How many seasons are there?
I think there's 6.
Okay, maybe I watched 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And then
I think they canceled it.
And that's the same, that thing that I did with, what's the one with The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I never watched that show.
I was so into it for like the first 3 seasons. And then it took a long time for the next season to come up. So then I stopped. Yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure they canceled it. But I was like so obsessed with Orange is the New Black. And like, obviously, oh my gosh, Nesta's up here with us. I'm sure the video is cut out by now, but it's a true story. It's based on a true story. Did you know that?
What is?
Orange is the New Black is based on a true story.
You told me that. You found that out.
So it's like a girl who I think she only spent like a year in jail. But it's like her like based on a true story and like kind of like how she survived jail. And it's again like kind of like Game of Thrones. There's a lot of like nudity.
Piper? Her name's Piper?
Yeah. There's a lot of nudity and like that sort of thing.
I just like, I don't know. I think I just stopped watching it because I don't know.
Because why? You just stopped? Or?
I think it just became uninteresting to me. It's like the same story over and over again, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
that was a good list.
Yeah, those were my top
favorite one on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Game of Thrones. Oh, man.
Good one.
I hope you enjoyed our top 10 lists of TV of 2018. Let us know if you agree or if there's any shows that we missed.
Yep. Love you guys.
Like, subscribe,
share, comment.
do review of the week. Love you guys. Bye.